It's cheap. It's heat. It's cheap heat.
So Becky Lynch was on Jeopardy, and we have some highlights of her on Jeopardy.
Degrees of actual bacon.
Can I have a 6 degree? Thank you. Going to 6 degrees of actual bacon for 200, please.
Let's see what's going on here.
Yeah, me too.
Mozzarella is in caprese salad with tomato, and tomato is with bacon in this 3 initial sandwich. Rachel.
What is a BLT?
That's the sandwich.
Let's go back to bacon for fun.
My goodness.
Mayo is in egg salad with hard-boiled eggs, which are with bacon atop this salad, first served at LA's Brown Derby. The Brown Derby served the first Cobb salad. I think Mac got it. Back to you.
Let's stick with the bacon.
More bacon for how much?
600, please.
I'm enjoying the bacon
Milk
here.
is in custard with eggs, and eggs are with bacon in this quiche, named for a region of France.
What is
Rachel.
what is Lorraine?
Quiche Lorraine is right.
Okay. Bacon for 800.
Tomato sauce is in sloppy joes with beef, and beef is with bacon in this beloved Wendy's burger, introduced in 2007. It's not your Wendy's order, I guess. Becky, you have a guess?
What is the Baconator?
That is correct. It is the Baconator. Yes.
Baconator.
You didn't have the courage of your fast food convictions.
No, it didn't.
Well, let's go bacon.
She knew
for
the
1,000.
Baconator.
Finish it off. Sugar is in jam with fruit, and fruit is with pancakes and bacon in this classic IHOP dish with a kooky name. Rachel.
What is Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity?
That's the kooky name, yes. We know the celebrity final.
All right. So Becky Lynch, long story short, Becky Lynch is on Jeopardy, and she didn't get a single answer correct. She went 0 for 60.
Officially. Yeah.
Officially. She got nothing right. And yeah. So Jeopardy, somebody tweeted about, hey, is this the worst that anybody's ever done in Jeopardy? And somebody said, yeah, like they don't have any record of someone not getting any of the answers right. So I do have to say that Jeopardy is pretty tough, and I'm pretty lousy at trivia. If I do Quizzo, I usually am pretty good at going there, meeting up with the people, drinking beer, eating the food, but I'm pretty lousy at trivia. Those questions, though, weren't so challenging. It's celebrity Jeopardy, so they really kind of hold off there. You could see that some of the questions the answers were Cobb salad and Baconator. Cobb salad pretty common of a salad. Like, it's not like if they were talking about Greek mythology, modern European history, something like that, where you may have some people not know the answers. I should say, Becky Lynch got no answers correct in Jeopardy.
You can see why the Saturday Night Live series of sketches worked so well. Celebrity Jeopardy, with, celebrities just not being able to get even the simplest answers correct. Becky Lynch here, perhaps playing the part of Sean Connery in those old SNL sketches. She's got sort of the European accent for it, so maybe it's a work.
Maybe it is a work. I did see some theories that it was a work. I'm like, why would you work being horrible at a trivia show?
She's putting over the other contestants.
Oh, yeah.
I have no idea. I have no idea. Is Jeopardy fake now, too?
I know. Is this... yes, I did hear it was staged. But I was like, what's to be gained from her getting nothing? She was a good sport about it. She had posted, like, I'm always breaking records. So she's a good sport about getting all the answers wrong. So big ups to her for being a good sport. And we're just chatting about cheap heat here.
Hey, in the comments, tell us, were you getting any of those bacon answers correct? In that Jeopardy clip there that we showed. Becky Lynch, great wrestler, probably had some fun on Jeopardy there. Did I read that she actually got the final Jeopardy correct, but it's just that she answered no questions correct during the rounds?
Exactly. During regular play, she got none of the answers. But
okay,
did get the she did get the Jeopardy, the
Final Jeopardy.
Final Jeopardy, yeah. So she was able to get Final Jeopardy.
She was there when it counted.
Right. It could have been that she didn't really know the rules and wasn't really prepped, but I think as you see her kind of get worse and worse throughout the course of the show, she starts to sort of slump a little bit behind the podium because she's just like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I'm a little lost here. Like,
And she knew the Baconator. She just didn't have the guts to chime in. And she's always so confident in a wrestling ring.
That's where I was like, why is she clamming up now? Because she's pretty good on the mic. She's like a very, very outgoing, boisterous person, seemingly always in the promos, and even her gimmick is almost that she's like way over the top and crazy. So why is she not out there like, you know, why is she being so bashful suddenly when they're asking her about the Baconator? You know?
And once you know you're like clearly not in first place, you've got negative dollar amounts and the other ones are up above $5,000. Why aren't you just chiming in every freaking time and going for it?
Yeah.
Like, what have I got to lose? I'm already negative. They're already going to have to spot me something for Final Jeopardy.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I not just jumping in every freaking answer and, you know, going like, throwing out what my best guess is?
Right.
Logan Paul, talking about guys who are able to cross into mainstream pop culture. Logan Paul, he's almost the reverse of that. He's mainstream pop culture who crossed into the WWE. He's on Fox Business with the belt.
Right.
How many pro wrestlers get called onto a business show? Because this guy is a big deal in business. He's sitting there on Varney and Company on Fox Business. A little bit later, he's on his own Twitter account here. He's in a pawn shop trying to pawn the U.S. title belt in kind of a funny little segment here. But Logan Paul is doing all the things that we thought Logan Paul could do, that he could bring to the table, that he's got a huge pop culture following already. He's got a huge business acumen to him already that people know about. He's showing up on business shows. He's showing up, you know, just on social media with the belt, doing all sorts of wacky things with it. And if you're wondering, was it really time for Logan Paul to have the belt? Well, maybe it was a little bit of bad luck that turned into good luck, because it turns out that Rey Mysterio was legitimately hurt. Mm-hmm. He had been battling a knee injury for a few months. And so he agreed to drop the belt to Logan Paul. This was the best thing for everybody, because Rey needed to have surgery. And it was time, if they wanted Logan Paul to be on the roster full time, it was time to give him a belt, have him run with it, and see if the Logan Paul effect was worth it.
Yeah, I think
so. We wish Rey Mysterio the best in his recovery. The WWE's done a good job of playing at least 2 storylines off of this. You know, real life happens. What can you adjust? Can you adapt? WWE seems to be doing it. Rey, all the best to you. Hardest working retired man in wrestling. He's now the hardest recuperating retired man in wrestling. And we hope it goes well. Speaking of people recuperating, John Cena undergoes successful surgery on both arms. This comes to us from WrestleZone. The last one was from Bleacher Report. John Cena, he went through this whole run here with apparently some serious injuries that he needed to get taken care of. There's not a lot of details in here on what it is. 2 successful surgeries. He went into Crown Jewel wrestling Solo Sikoa, put on what we thought was a pretty good match. I mean, Cena looked like the old Cena. He put over Solo Sikoa clean. It made Solo Sikoa look like a great up-and-coming wrestler, like it's supposed to.
Yeah.
Cena was doing this hurt. So not only did he not have to come back because he's a big movie star and he doesn't need the money, but he came back when he was physically not at his best. I appreciate John Cena for what he did.
Yeah,
here.
that's crazy. That was a great match too. So
yep.
And
you thought it was the match of the night, right? For that Crown Jewel pay-per-view.
Yeah, and he was getting squashed I mean, like he was taking some bumps throughout the whole course of it. Maybe not much of a surprise because if he's wrestled for as long as he has at this age, he probably knows just how to gut it out and just take the bumps. So I would say not really. Yeah. It is impressive and something I don't think I wanted to, but he probably has just learned throughout his life how to gut it out. Well, you know, so tough to see him kind of go under surgery here, and hopefully he's back because you know there still seems to be that chapter he has to close, you know, which they've alluded to.
Okay, that's an interesting place to take it. Do you want to see one more Cena run when he's healthy? Do you think he has another run in him? Were you impressed enough with this run that you want to see another one, or you think this should just be it?
It would be wild that if he retired at the Saudi show. Yeah, right? Maybe it's probably good for him to go away for a while and then come back on occasion, Royal Rumble, something goofy like that. But maybe stop with and maybe it's good timing too because he's pretty much already retired, but then came back because of the writer's strike. But now he can go back to acting, so maybe he can throw himself back into acting. But I thought it was a pretty good run, and he wasn't getting a lot of the Cena sucks. He was getting all, let's go Cena. So crowd was appreciative of him as well.
And maybe this ends before the crowd starts turning on him. Like they got out of town. You know, the Jerry Seinfeld thing, leave him wanting more.
Yes. No.
So if they've successfully ended this John Cena brief comeback with people wanting more, I think that's good news for everybody, even if he doesn't have another run. The fact that they put a bow on this one, subscribe to our channel. Don't bury the lead, a wrestling channel. Find us on YouTube. That's where all the best stuff is. It's our not only our live streams, but our archive